Okay. I know people are still in ads. I'm currently trying to find where the vote text went, because evidently it's gone, but the thing is evidently also infinite. Okay, let's... Yeah, I have no idea where it went. Let's remove that. Let's... What happened? Perfect. That's what I wanted. Oh, Artie, this is also what I wanted. Yes, your redeems worked. I just didn't... At least I think it did. Did something happen to my font? Oh, yeah, it's absolutely huge. And that's because it's busted. Give me a minute. Why did my fonts disappear? That was the issue. The font is gone. How does a computer get rid of a font without you telling it to? Bless you! Bless you again. Oh my God. What is happening? Okay. This whole thing is cursed. Yeah, I used a font that I had downloaded called Alexis Marie. It's a font that I have used for a really long time. What do you want from me? It's a font that I used on a lot of different things. Artie, please stop biting me. Stop. Okay. I have no idea what happened. Alright, sure. That's fine. Come here. Or leave me alone. Those are your options. I have no bothers to give today. Alright. I can turn that off. Ew, this font is ugly. That font's ugly too. Where did my pretty fonts go? Meanwhile, I can do this. This is perfect. It's weird because it looks like all my fonts are gone. that I would usually use. I don't know where my font folder went. Okay. Hi, happy Friday. Silly got first, Tigress got third, Emily got second. I kind of liked voting blind. What did you all think of that for the first time? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Should we do it again? Not do it again? You liked it? You liked it? Okay. In that case, you three, what would you like? First three, you can pick. You want Glinda to stay? No such thing as late. I don't take attendance here. Glinda for you as well. Okie dokie. So I'll put Glinda. That's 4 votes. Okay. And if you get a vote, you do get a vote. You get 2 points. And technically you can pick whatever you want. Because we didn't change anything yet. So we can keep this all the same if we want to, or we can change it up. Up to you guys. I'm gonna have to figure out... I think I might scream. You like Derpy? Okay. Why? What is with... Okay. I don't know what is going on with technology. I'm going to use my phone to capture the cross stitch because then I don't have to move my camera. The app that I usually use is no longer installed on my computer. This is also the app that kept crashing OBS. So what the crap? I wonder if that camera arm thing is on sale for Black Friday. 'Cause maybe I should treat myself. No, because all the other crap is there. Oh, it's not on that one. Oh. It's $33 right now. The Lego set I wanted on Throne is on sale. Which one? The Animal Crossing one? Or... Yeah. I don't know. I have no idea how to figure out... I have no idea how to figure out what's going on. Let me see. Yeah, this stand is on sale for $30. Hi, Allison. What's the difference between these two? Hang on, wait. Oh, I have to move everything on my desk. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Oh, yay! I'm excited. I wrapped a few Christmas presents today. That's also exciting. On a table, not the bed or the floor. Body can't do it anymore. I went to the supermarket and hyperventilated. I had a virtual appointment with my psychiatrist who we're trying to figure out next best options for things. And then I vacuumed my whole house because my parents and brother are coming tomorrow. So I've just been a little busy, and now evidently every piece of technology hates me. It's really good. It's really good. I love this. I love this for me. What the hell? Okay. I have to move everything. I'm sorry. This is one day I'm going to hit go live and everything is going to work out perfectly and y'all are going to be like, who is this girl? Who is she? Okay. Good enough. Good enough for government work. Jeez Louise. Alright. I'm proud of me too. I had a good cry after the food shop. And then I had kind of forgotten that my appointment was at 12:30 and not 1:30. And so I got like the text thing from my doctor's office, like, your doctor's ready to see you now. And I'm like, so I get on the call and I'm like, hi. And she's like, what's wrong? It's like, I'm sorry. It's just in the middle of a Menti V, no biggie. No biggie. Ugh. Oh, that is sweet. Okay. Why is this not level? Okay. Okay. Anyway, hi! Happy Friday! TGIF! Has anyone done any Black Friday shopping? I got a pattern from a designer that I love that last year they had done a class. It was like an in-person class. And it was for like making a really cute little project. But I was like, I don't live near you, number one. Number two, I couldn't afford to like just buy the class to get the pattern. And I was bummed because I was like, man, I would really have liked to have stitched that. They released it this year as a special, as just the pattern, and I got it for like $5.50 on sale. And I'm very excited. Had an interview yesterday. They want you back for round 2. Fingers crossed. Do you all want to see the pattern? Yes. It's a Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery project, which is the mermaid cross-stitch designer. And his name is Bryson Bentley the Badger. And it's a little like frame stand thing that they teach you how to make. So I just loved him. I loved him also because it's vaguely Harry Potter without being Harry Potter, because I'm a Hufflepuff, and I like that it's, you know, it's not at all anything Harry Potter, but... Hi, James. But he's, like, in a little yellow cardigan, and I love him. Well, hello, miss. For a badger in that style. I heard you zooming, and you were meowing. Doesn't it give Hufflepuff vibes, but without it being a Hufflepuff? I stand it. Well, hello, beautiful. Hi. Are you here for your daily check-in? She's funny because, like, she doesn't want to jump up, but, like, she wants to come up. Come here. Like, I have to pick her up. Come here. Like, she'll turn around and be like, okay, you can grab me now. Yeah. Oh, no? Okay. Oh, you know why? Artie was coming in. Oh, too many things? Alright, that's fair. You come back if you want. Might have to get that pattern. It's on sale right now. Not me rolling over cords and stuff. Snuffles! Oh my gosh, it's so good to see you. How the heck are you? The sale will be over when you get paid. 30% off until December 1st. Already a spoiled house cat. Yeah. You know what I think part of it is, Emily? She's such a big cat that she doesn't really fit well on my lap, like, to lay down. And part of me thinks that she doesn't like to jump up either because of, she's so big. Thank you for that follow, by the way. Welcome in. Better than my dog, who's very weird about getting up on the couch herself, but denies accepting help. That's Artemis. Artemis is like, I can do it myself. Thank you. It's been a ride of a year. Isn't that the truth? I feel that. Haven't spent any time on Twitch at all recently. It's nice to hop on and pop in. Well, it's so good to see you. I hope that, like, when you say that it's been a ride of a year, that there's also been some good. I absolutely understand and feel that. Like, I'm ready for this year to be done. I don't know that next year's gonna be better, but, like, I gotta hope, you know? You gotta... What are you doing in there? But thanks for choosing my stream to pop back in on. Artie's just digging around in her box. It's been a time, but we're making it through. We have had lots of pet expenses this year. Our one kitty has IBS, possible intestinal cancer that we're treating, and it's been helping, but that's who I'm currently watching spinning around in the litter box. But it has been a time, you know? Hubby is currently away for Air Force training. My mom is calling me. Hi, it's 3:30 on a Friday. She's always like, oops, I didn't think you were streaming. What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, okay, it's a holiday, but not for... No. No, but like, they know that they're coming over tomorrow, which is Saturday. It's fine. But yeah, we're hanging in there. Always calls during streams. Like, I forgot Megan is on. That's different, though. You're just watching. You're not streaming for the same time for the last 6 years. You know? They just streamed one time and didn't tell us and all the mods panicked. Yeah. I literally just texted her, I'm like, it's 3:30 on a Friday, LOL. Oh, I just realized, y'all, that this is actually F off Friday. It's the last Friday of the month. So, you know what that means. We really just truly say F it. Is anyone else working on finishing anything? Oh. Almost finished a box of tissues. Nicely done. This level of power wash sim, also nice. I'll answer, but sometimes he's yapping. I'll have to remind him I'm watching my comfort stream. You're like, yeah, shh. Oh my gosh, so y'all remember yesterday when we met Aggressive Turtle for the first time? Evidently they're one of James's classmates. And I thought that was so sweet, because, like, they came in and they, like, immediately subscribed, and I was like, who is this? And I thought that was so sweet. Hi, Mom! We were all having a good giggle about the fact that you were calling. I'm like, it's Friday. It was! Isn't that neat? He was so nice. And then the two of them went off to, like, Thanksgiving dinner together. I have a little buddy. Okay. Here's my question for you with Ryan. Yes, that is the K-pop kitty. I didn't know it was him till we got in the car to go to dinner. Which makes it even funnier, honestly. Does he just wants to make stuff for himself? Look at the baby. Okay. That machine isn't terrible. It's tiny. So, like, I have a regular Cricut that can fit, like, 12 by 12. Like, it can fit 12-inch of paper, right? The Cricut Joy is little. It can only fit not even an 8.5-inch piece of paper. So it's small, which is why it's the price that it is. They do. Yeah. Yeah, hold on. Did he say he wants a Cricut? Because there's a million ways to make labels for your books. He did. Okay, if he said he wants a Cricut, you might want to look at getting... Hold on, let's see. Cricut always has really good sales this time of year, so... because the other ones are small. So, like, here, Mom. On that same Walmart, that's what I would get. Is the Cricut 3. That's better than the one that I have. Send it to you. Yeah, also, Kit Kat, heck migraines. Agreed. Probably. Let's see. Yeah, the Cricut Maker on Amazon is $3.99, normally $4.49. Cricut's not going to be bookbinding. You're not doing that with that. So that's a completely different can of worms. Cricut just cuts paper. Yeah. Let me... Yeah, see, because they're up to the Cricut Explore 4. That's why the one at Walmart is cheaper, because it's the Cricut Explore 3. Because if you want to get the 4, which I don't know what the difference is, that is alone $199 on their website. On sale from $249. I don't even know what the difference is. I have the Explore 1. So... But yeah, the Joy is literally... So it really depends, because if you get the larger size Cricut, right, I think it's only $20 more, and you're getting the full size one versus the little one. And that means that you can print and cut much larger things. So if you ever want... Because, like, if you ever wanted to make something bigger, the Joy is, like, this big. It's cute. It's a cutie little, like, you know... machine, but it's not going to do like big pieces of paper or like big pieces of vinyl. Cutting speed is the difference? That would make sense. I was like, this is way too much to try and explain in text. Just come to my stream. Just... I mean, it's up to you. Again, if it's a $20 price tag difference from being able to cut only supplies that are like 7 inches to cutting ones that are 12 inches, to me, I would pay the extra $20. Like, looking at the bundle that you sent me. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's $119. Never mind. I thought that it was only... Morning, Emily. I mean, the regular size machine would give him a lot more options. That's all. And a lot more materials that he can get. Because the Joy, he's either going to have to cut the materials himself or buy their specific brand of materials to fit. Because, again, it's a small machine. The Joy was marketed, the little one was always marketed as like a portable option to like take with you if you were like at craft fairs and stuff like that. Not as like your main home machine. Cricket is big about like, let's have you have like 37 different machines that you need. I mean, the other option too is that if you want, I don't even know, well, no, I guess. You might be able to compare the two. Like, type into Google differences between Cricut Joy and Cricut Explore 3. And then see which one... Because, like, if that's just what he wants to do now, that's one... But, like, he might want to do other stuff. I don't know. I don't know. Because, like, you could also even just get, like, a thermal printer and circle labels or something, and he can just... Like, there's so many options to make book... Like, if he just wants to make stuff to put in his... Like, he could just... I don't know. He has a vision, I'm assuming. But, in my mind... You know what else? Hold on, wait. Let me check this. There's a different brand besides just the Cricut. That's Moat Mom. Moat brother wants to make stuff. Wants to make, evidently, labels for his books. Didn't you get him that personalized stamp that he used for his books? Didn't you get that for him last Christmas? But the Cricut isn't for bookbinding. You're thinking he wants to make book cover details with iron-on vinyl? It could be. I just remember last year helping you design that fancy book stamp thing. So that he could, like, press that it... Okay. Listen, I have a lot of craft stuff. I can't be like, this is silly, but I just don't... I don't have the full story, so I'm confused. Okie dokie. Good luck. This part goes on forever. I always think, you know, I'm not a slow stitcher. I'm not a slow crafter, but I'm not quick either. Like, you look at some people who are incredibly speedy. And I'm just like, dang, I wish. I just have so many things I want to make. You know? And there's just not enough time. My body also needs to cooperate more. Because, like, the other day I was going to work on the yellow cardigan a little bit, right? Because I have to do the sleeves. So, you know, I know that we have it as, like, a voting thing. But even if I worked on it a little bit off stream, I'd still be finishing it on stream with all of you. And then my stupid vertigo, and I'm like, okay, maybe I don't work on anything other than just heating pad and relaxing, and that's annoying. And I'm like, everything needs to just cooperate, please. Like, I remember being a kid and you could, like, climb and jump out of trees and, like, I don't know, just go sledding and run all day. And now it's like, I need to sit down after I carry stuff up and down the stairs a few times, and it's like, what happened? Why does crocheting cause vertigo? I used to do pirouettes. I used to do crazy amounts of chalet turns. Why can't I just turn once in my chair now without everything moving? What is this? It's like all of my dancing time. Like, did I use up all of my turning ability? I can't bend without my knees screaming at me, right? Wild. So I talked to the vet about Patch and how his anxiety is, like, increased because James is gone. And I was trying to ask them, like, if we could do anything with his meds, like, even just temporarily. And they got back to me and they were like, no. He already takes stuff and the doctor doesn't want to change anything. Consider white noise machines or peanut butter I'm like, okay. That's fair. I get it. He also isn't taking any allergy meds right now. I have to, because the Zyrtec wasn't working, so we were going to put him on Benadryl, but I was making, like, the switch, if that makes sense. So I'm like, maybe he just, I don't know. Maybe we each have a limited number of spins. Yeah. I went back to bed. Honestly, I woke up, like, in the middle of the night and I was just, like, up. And I was like, well, maybe I'll take a nap. And then I had to do all this stuff today. And I was like, maybe I'll just suffer. Like, I just woke up anxious all of a sudden, and I'm like, hello? Like, I was sleeping, body, what? It was sleepy time. What'd you do? Who was in charge? Oh, anyway, I was sharing that bit with Patch because I was like, okay, well, he's always good, like, when we're together. So I gave him a different dog bed also in James's office. That's usually in the other room. Okay. And then I remembered that we had a small air filter. Okay, because in our bedroom at night, we have an air filter that goes. And again, if we're in the same room, he's fine. He's sleeping. He's great. So I was like, okay, I'll put the air filter into James's office. Like, I'll put the little one in there and turn it on. And I'll put, like, I have, Better Sleep. I have that app, right, where you can, like, listen to, like, you can make, like, a white noise. Like, you can make whatever you want. And so I, like, made a little playlist that had, like, a bunch of nice sounds. And y'all, I put the air filter on. He started shaking. He was so scared. He was just standing there like, Mom, what's that sound? And I'm like, no, shoot. I'm so sorry, buddy. Like, I felt so bad. Like, here I was trying to help. And he was like, Mom, I don't like it. So I lowered it. Just like, I'm sorry. Like, hold on. Literally me. You can see him just like panting and being like, and I'm sitting on the floor. I'm calling James because I'm laughing so hard. It's a different one, Emily. It's not the same one that we normally have. So it's a different sound than what he's used to. And he was just like, I don't understand. Yeah, this is my big scary dog who's gonna like, and he's like, it's making a weird sound. New sound in the room, gotta panic. Fair, buddy, I get it. But also, yeah. But I felt so bad because I was trying to help him. And instead I like freaked him out more, and I was like, that's honestly, that's anxiety right there. I know, I'll do this to fix the problem. Nope. Nope. Actually, that made it worse. Ever put the stream on the TV for him in there, so it's like you're there. I could. I don't know if that would help. I could put it on James's computer. James, text me what your computer code is. I think I know, but I also don't remember if this one's a 4 code or a 6 code. So send me a text. I'll try that on Monday. Or maybe I'll try it on my stretch break because he's crying right now. And of course, the way that I always think, I immediately everything immediately becomes a catastrophe. Right? Like, everything... I have a weird ache it's probably cancer, you know? Like, I have that kind of brain. And my brain was like, he probably has doggy dementia and he's like scared and alone. And I'm like, no, Megan. That's dramatic. He has no other signs or symptoms. Stop it. Stop. Well, so he hears James's voice, like we talk on the phone. I've even said that, if, like, James is playing his video game while I'm streaming, that if he wants to, like, hop in, like, a Discord call, I'll pull up Discord so that it literally sounds just like what Patch is used to, which is, you know, James talking in video game sounds. Like, I'm willing, I'll do whatever. I feel bad, and then I get frustrated because it's repetitive sounds and I can't stop them, and I can't help him. And then I become, like, reactive. And I yell, and I don't like yelling at the animals. But, like, I just become, like, so, this is where I'm, like, I'm definitely, like, I have to be autistic. Like, the whole becoming overwhelmed and just lashing out instead of, like, being like, I'm going to go for a walk and calm down, or a car ride, or a whatever. Like, I just immediately instead, like, scream about the situation and then go, like, lock myself somewhere and cry because I shouldn't have screamed about the situation. And I'm like, if that's not, like, processing problems, I don't know what is. Record reading something? Maybe. Hey, but Munch, since you're ignoring me, can you text me your PC login code? I know his 4-digit code. I don't remember if his PC is a 4 or 6-digit. I can't remember if it's his phone or his computer. One second you're dealing with it, and then the next, boom, it's too much and you've tipped over the edge. I know that I don't necessarily choose to, but I've always felt guilty about, like, I don't know, that I'm not, like, a more patient person, that I get to that point, you know? And I think it's just because, again, the people around me and the tools I was given as a child to, like, work through those things, like, people, it doesn't make sense to people that I get that angry or upset, you know? That I feel everything so big. Like, all of the things that I feel huge. Hi, Scruffy. Like, shame and joy, like, everything. All of the emotions are, like, not the butt munch. He listened. He answered. You're getting overwhelmed to and do something about it, but sometimes it happens so fast, yeah. Or sometimes it's like you can't... Sometimes, like, you can't even walk away from the situation. But it's bad when you have a reactive dog who's stressed and anxious and he, like, growls at you and you, like, snap and yell at him and you say, well, then bite me. Like, yeah. I'm like, well, then just bite me and let's be done with it. Like, no, Megan, that's not the right. No. No, no. No. You were so close. It's ad time. I know that we were busy that first hour, but this is going to take forever if I'm just finishing, like, this section and the second row now. Oh, God. Every time that I look at this, I'm like, this is, like, one more cross-stitching session. Because it's all one color. But it's, I don't even know how many stitches it is. It's so many stitches left. I fool myself every time. Alright, well... It's fine. We're gonna make good progress today. But we're gonna take a stretch break. I'm gonna go and pull stream up on the computer and see if that helps him any. Yeah, get a snack, get a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry. Same, I can make a whole dress in a day. Yeah, and then you sit there and you're like, crap. Yeah, it is nice that it's just my bobbin and off I go, you know? Hi, Curious, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry I have to, like, I mean, I guess I don't have to go, but, like, ads are gonna play. So, I don't like doing stuff through ads because I always feel like people miss out, and I don't want people to feel like they have to subscribe or else they're gonna miss out, you know? Alright, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Thank you all for sitting through extended ads. I appreciate the heck out of you. Patch now has me on the computer talking, and his puppy mix. And I gave him smoochy kisses. So yeah, anyway. Thank you all, like I said, for sitting through ads. Welcome in, Loomsy Crafts. And hi, Apple. It's good to see you. So, I'm trying. I am trying my best. But also my stream seems pretty quiet. So maybe I need to like raise all the volume stuff on my stream. I don't know. That's something we can play around with later. Not a now thing. Hi, Patch, yeah. You're all in there with him. He is with you. I had a weird... Oh. Sure, Hoopstamp. Hello? Isn't it a cute pattern? I got it on Etsy. There's also a derpy one. Or, I'm sorry, a sussy one. The bird. This is Derpy, Megan. What is happening? Okay. Wouldn't it be great if everything just works? I think that sounds lovely. Yeah, we're kind of onto the never-ending pink part of the pattern. It was so cool. I thought that their performance was really neat too. Like, it was really good. Using a longer thing. Maybe. Things work? No, I'm sorry, I don't understand. So close to the end. No, see, Kit Kat, I keep making that mistake too and thinking, yeah, I'm so close to the end. And then it's never ending. No, it's a Tamagotchi. What? It's like a plastic Tamagotchi. It is the color of his tongue, but I don't think his tongue has buttons on it. I mean, doing doing it this way is nice. Because I don't have to count. So it makes it go quick in that sense, but it also, I feel like, must be boring to watch. But also, I need to get out of my head that people are coming here to, like, I don't know, see speed of craftsmanship, you know? Like, I always am like, oh, people want to see progress. They don't want to see you, like, not finish. But no one has ever said that. I am the only person who has ever said that. And yet, I believe it. Brains? I know. Well, at least he comes back. I'm sorry. That's still really stressful. I think it's relaxing to watch someone craft. I'm seeing progress, though. Okay. You know, oh, I'm about to, like... I'm gonna crack the code here. I need to remind myself that slow progress is still progress. You hear that, mental health? I'm not here for the TikTok crafts that make me feel inadequate. True. I think that might be part of it, too, is that we're so used to consuming fast media. Like, reels that are quick. And, you know, videos that are sped up to show the process. Because, and, you know, people want short format content on those sorts of platforms. But this is, like, a different kind of setting, I guess. It's more like we're all crafting together and less like trying to show off something. You can just do a thing and enjoy it without worrying about getting to the finish or making a ton of progress. It's called enjoying the process. Yeah. Again, I think that part of it is that I get very... I know that people don't like long format things, but Twitch is different than social media, like other kinds of social media. You know, like no one can hold 2 times speed on this. So I feel like I have to be quick and efficient and entertaining and, you know? It's a lot of pressure. All of which is imposed by myself. Really good at that. It would really, you know what would be very helpful? If you could just have, like, forever the right length of cross-stitch thread. Like, whatever your preferred length is. And, like, just always. Not needing to stop or rethread your needle. I think that sounds ideal. Can we make that happen? You like long form for crafts? What's everybody else working on today? Last Friday of the month. This is why I like crochet. Always the right length of yarn. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm like kitting up and getting ready to start working on a giant cross stitch. That's gonna take literal years to finish. Knitting a pair of socks for your dad for Christmas. Oh, that's nice. You worked on your Kingfisher's cross stitch. Did you share a picture? I don't know if I saw one from today. Did I get a lot done? Thanks, Mom. We were literally just talking about that. Working on Christmas tree decorations for your colleagues. Oh, that's so nice. How are you making them? Like, what kind of decorations? I love that. Me? Okay, no. That's fine. I was just curious. I know that you posted a picture, I think, yesterday or the day before of a cross stitch you were working on. So I didn't know if that's the same one or if that's what... if I saw that today, honestly. The days of the week, they make no sense in my brain. Also, Mom, I saw your text. I was busy setting up stuff for Patch, so I didn't respond. So he's wanting to, like, cut out, like, vinyl or something to, like, iron on to make book covers. Is that correct? Like, what? No clue. Just sent those photos. Oh. Well, what did you ask him that he sent those to you? So every year, for Christmas Eve, I started this like 3 years ago now, maybe. You know, trying to build our own family traditions with James and I. And I get us matching PJs. And like last year, I got us like a little movie watching set, like a bowl for popcorn and like plates for cookies or whatever, and like cups. And so, you know, the whole idea is, okay, we get in our comfy PJs, we watch a movie, and then go to bed. And then we wear our comfy PJs the next morning. And it's fun, and I look forward to it, and I tend to buy the PJs now, like Black Friday, because everything is, you know, a good cost. So I was looking at options, y'all. I have to show you what I found. Now, I didn't end up getting the shirt because it was like, it literally said that it was a sweater, not a shirt. And I was like, I don't really want, I don't want to sleep in a sweater, you know, like, I'll wear a sweater just to wear a sweater. Y'all. Like, that looks like a true sweatshirt material versus, like, the kids' ones, which look like t-shirts. But the pants have little Dalmatians on them. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna get us, like, other t-shirts instead. Because I showed James the shirt. And he was like, no. He's like, I wouldn't want... He's like, that doesn't look like something I would want to sleep in. And I was like, no, I agree with you. Like, it doesn't look like a sleepy shirt. But, hang on. I got those. Which are socks. And I got the PJ pants, which have two little puppies. It does look like a family pictures kind of shirt. Yeah, not a not matching PJs. And wait, the best part is, right, they make pet stuff too that matches. So I got a little bandana for Patch to wear. The pants were on sale for $5 each, and the bandana was on sale for $3. So and then I found, I can show you the shirts. Because this is funny to me. Because it matches the vibe of the Dalmatian that we know and love. And it was neutral enough that it felt good to go with, like, the pants. That is Patch. Right? Like, it feels like it will go with this fine. You know? Like, it's gray. And then it has the red and the green on it still. Oh, I didn't know that you were here. Those are the PJ shirts I was gonna get to go with the Dalmatian pants. Because, you didn't like the sweater for the top. Awkward. Oops. But doesn't that feel like a good... How do I change the... Okay. I had to change it to get to the free shipping. I'm like, they only have one in stock in the store. And I'm like, I'm not... Oh my gosh, going to Walmart the other day to do a store pickup was crazy. And it's just gonna get crazier, so yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I like how James says, like, one thing, I continue to talk to him, and he's just, like, gone. Men. Husbands. Shaking my head. But yeah, it was really funny when, like, the first place that I looked at family PJs had the Dalmatian ones, and I was like, well, say less. Hey, Mom, this is the reminder. We have to cut Maple's nails tomorrow when you get here. His nails are so long, and he's just, like, being sweet and laying on my lap and making biscuits, and he's, like, cutting me. So do not let me forget. Man, I'm just having whole conversations with myself today, aren't I? Talking to James, he's not here. Talking to Mom, she's not here. I mean, listen, when I'm talking to the other people in chat, yes, people are interacting back. But when I'm talking to specific people, they're like, sorry, I'm gone. I'm not here anymore. I'm sorry, you wanted me to listen to you? What? Hi, Cass. Oh, I was asking what you thought of the shirt since you were here and you saw it. To go with the Dalmatian PJ pants. Since you didn't want a sweater to sleep in. See, what's wild to me is that he could listen to me on his phone. Instead, he's on his computer, which is struggling to like, connect to the internet. The I tried, yeah. You love it? Okay. He's being a menace. I'm glad that he's back. Cats do be like that sometimes. So, I tried I went back in like my Amazon orders because I was going to get a little heater, like the one that we have in the breezeway, which keeps the breezeway very nice and warm for your office since your office is always freezing. And it's no longer available on Amazon. Like, it's not there. And I'm like, that's probably not a good sign. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's not a problem. A Gulpin appeared. I love the card of Gulpin eating an entire cake. I caught it! Huzzah! Makes me want to start a Pokemon food page in your binder. Oh, that would be cute. I like that. I'm so glad that I only got the really cheap migraine ring thing from Amazon and not like, now maybe would the fancy one have worked? I don't know. But this doesn't feel like it's doing anything. It doesn't feel like it's doing anything bad. It just, I always take those things with like a grain of salt, but I was like, listen, magnets, pressure points, all that stuff is like rooted in science, and I believe all that stuff. Like, yeah, learning about like this pressure point in your hand when you have a really bad headache and like pushing on that and like it releasing a lot of tension, you know, why wouldn't something like that? But and of course, there's all these like reviews and people who are like, it fixed my migraines, and okay. Maybe if they're normal migraines. Maybe it's because I have vestibular ones. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people don't really know the difference between a headache and a full migraine either. That's true. That's what I think is really interesting too, is that a lot of times I don't feel like I have a migraine when I get vertigo issues. I feel like maybe I have a headache. It is rare for me to be like, nope, it's a full-on migraine. But the thing is that my doctor's like, you might either have like a high pain threshold for it, which maybe I do, or that it might almost be like the symptoms might be like more covered up. Because like when I told him, I was like, no, but I don't get like migraines every day. And he's like, but do you get headaches every day? And I was like, well, not ones that I have to take ibuprofen for or anything like that, but yes. And he's like, the normal amount of headaches is 0. And I'm like, oh. We got motion sickness bands. They kind of work. My uncle going through cancer said they did not. That's interesting. Yeah, because I've had those motion sick bands, and I feel like they do work. But I also feel like I feel like they help with motion sickness, not necessarily nausea. Nausea is like a side effect of motion sickness. So it's like the uncle going through cancer might just be having the nausea but not the motion sickness bit. You know what I mean? Where like the bands then wouldn't help. Depends on the source of your migraines. It's so nuanced, you know? Way more nuanced than I ever thought. Wasn't able to keep anything down, not even water. Yeah. And that's the thing too, is that not everyone's migraines affect them in the same way. Like some people, they get vertigo, or they get like, you know, the kind of headache where like they can't move, or their eyes hurt, or like there's just pressure. Other people get nauseous. Other people, like, it's so varied, and it's tricky for treatment, you know? I guess it's also very similar to like mental health things. Like, yeah, okay, everyone can be like, yes, I have an anxiety problem, but it's like there's so many underlying things that play in. Like, it's not just the same thing. Like, every person who's had migraines probably experiences them differently. You get a lot of headaches, but full-blown migraines less often these days, thankfully. That's good. It's so frustrating, yeah. Also, hi. I usually assume whatever it is isn't going to help mine. Kit Kat, have you ever tried, and this is, you and I know each other. You know how it is with all this stuff. This isn't me like, have you tried essential oils? No. Have you, like, spoken to this is like a genuine question, not like have you talked to like a neurologist? Like, I don't remember if you've seen like someone who specializes in migraines, because I almost wonder if something like I'm gonna start trying amitriptyline, which it's helpful for migraines but also anxiety. And I know you take propranolol, which can also help migraines and anxiety, but I almost wonder if there's like a medication that could help, you know? Have you seen a specialist though? Like, and I know sometimes you might need your regular doctor to send a script to see a specialist, which only works if the doctor... Okay, so you need your doctor to like write a script kind of thing to see a specialist. Is that... Because you get them so frequently. I do wonder if like something like the meds that they've tried with me to help with them might help. I hate that so many of us struggle with this, you know? And, like, they're debilitating, too. Like, it's not some cutesy, like, I have such a bad migraine. Like, no. And I know it is so much easier said than done. Trust me. But it sounds like you need new doctors. Because screw the ones that don't believe you. Absolutely heck them, you know? Absolutely nope. I think so, yeah. I'm sure migraine medication specifically for migraines would help. Medical trauma is just too much, to be honest. I get that. Plus more medication. No. I get it. I fully understand. And again, this was not me trying to be like, have you done... It was more just like a curiosity. Because, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why doctors don't believe people. Like, do you think that I want to just waste money coming to see you? Like, what? Do you think that I want to waste my time, your time, my money, and, like, the hassle of making an appointment, getting blood work, do whatever? Like, you think that I'm doing this just, like, help me? Damn, why is that so hard for doctors to do? Or, like, the automatic response, if you've got, like, a uterus is, it's period. It's hormones. You're overweight. And it's like, wow. Thank you so much for ignoring everything that I've said. Because I promise you my weight has nothing to do with my hives. Like, what? Wild behavior on doctors' parts. And now, don't get me wrong, there's also good doctors out there. And you hold on to those ones just with like a death grip. But why is it that everyone has a negative experience? You know? I have the mental energy to deal with all the medical, yeah. But there's some, yeah. I want that energy, right? Those biases are often everywhere. Oh, yes. Yeah. It's your anxiety. I guarantee you it isn't. That was the thing that was wild about the hives. Is they were like, you're just anxious. I have been anxious every day of my life. Every single day. I promise you, this is the first time I've broken out in hives. I don't think that it's anxiety. And everyone, oh no, it's anxiety. It's anxiety. You need to take Zola. Like, they kept trying to give me more stuff instead of, like, trying to figure, and I'm like, yes, I am anxious. I also have hives. These two things are not connected. Ugh. The average diagnosis age last time I checked for EDS, which is genetic, is 28. See, and that's hard too, I feel like, because some things like EDS, for instance, are so all-encompassing. Like, there are so many symptoms that could be that, but it could be something else. And that is so incredibly frustrating and makes diagnosis hard. But that's also if you have, like, a good team of doctors working with you, like, trying to, you know, rule out other things. Like with Artemis, you know, we had to try and rule out all this other stuff with her stomach before we got to the diagnosis. Like, it was, you know, close to half a year that we were trying things, but we were trying things versus them being like, oh, it's just a cat thing. No, it's not. Your brain is a muscle and vital part of your body, so saying it's in your head is like telling someone with arthritis it's in your joints, or with asthma that it's all in your lungs. Yes. Absolutely. The problem is that they don't try. It's easier and safer to say it's anxiety or your uterus. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Medical gaslighting is bad. Every pediatrician I had growing up always told me I was so flexible. I wish one of them had thought to connect the dots. Ugh. I feel it. I really, really do. I hear you all. That's why it always boggled my brain when insurances like didn't cover mental health. Like either seeing a therapist or going to like a psychiatrist for medication, and they're like, oh, mental health isn't covered in insurance. What do you mean? If my brain is not working properly, none of the rest of this is? What are you talking about? Yes, it's not a physical thing. I can't exercise my brain and make the anxiety go away, but like doing nothing isn't going to help either. Nearly everything we perceive is in our heads. It's how we function. Your brain also processes pain signals, so yes, it is in your head. That's how it works. Literally. Literally. I give everyone permission to say that back when they dismiss your pain. See, I think that anytime a doctor is like, oh, it's all in your head, you should then have permission to like smack them or stomp on their foot. And when they're like, ow, be like, oh, it's all in your head. Just tough it out. Just think happy thoughts. Think that it doesn't hurt and you'll be fine. Some insurances will pay for gym memberships, but not mental health services. Yep. Rheumatologist is convinced I have lupus. Oh, gosh, but blood work has not confirmed that. Have to pay $300 for genetic testing over the internet to get answers. I paid a bunch of money to get specialist answers on the hives, which is different. Only around 100 and something. Still over 100 and something that I had to pay. And if anyone had taken me seriously the months before when I was like, I think it's this medicine, and everyone was like, no. No, if it was the medicine, it would have affected you sooner. Okay. Okay. I've read that some doctors won't accept mail-in genetic tests. They want lab confirmed or something else. Oh, you're in Canada. What do your doctors say? Out of curiosity. Like, does your rheumatologist say that that would be like, that's the only other step is to do one of those genetic tests? Like, is that what their recommendation is? Because, like, those... Listen, those DNA test things, they do tell a lot. But they don't tell you everything. Because, I was actually just ruminating over this with James earlier. That I had, with my previous mental health, like, doctor, the one who prescribed my meds, back in Jersey, had said that there was like a genetic testing, also $300, that we could do to try and get a better understanding of what medications would work for me. And that way I could hopefully do a little less experimenting and like having bad reactions. So I did it. And this is where my lack of trust comes in, because according to that test, Zoloft, which I'm currently on, is not the best medication for me. I'm willing to agree with that. I'm willing to say it helps. It definitely helps. I'm much better on it than not on it. It also said that Effexor would work better for me. Also true. It did. It worked immensely better for me. But why was it that it was in that like, do they not, did the genetic test that I paid all this money for not take into consideration allergies and stuff like that? Is it just looking at like what, how did they make this test? How did they get these results? I don't understand, because Effexor and Cymbalta were both on the, yeah, this is going to be great for you list. Same with the amitriptyline, which is what we might be trying next. And I'm like, but those made me break out in hives. It's genetics. Yeah. But that's where, like, I struggle sometimes with, like, these tests, because you think, oh, okay, well, this is, they're saying that these should work for you, that these medications should be good. And you're like, okay, perfect. Yeah. But I think that's part of the issue, is that they don't say that in the testing. They don't say, like, this doesn't account for allergies or for other things. Like, this is just at the genetic makeup. So I don't even know if they make, like, an allergy testing kit for medications. I know that I can get, like, allergy testing kits for food and, like, household allergens, but I don't even know if they make one for medicines. I don't think they do. Oh, not the knot. Can you not? Some genetic tests that tell you what you're more likely to be allergic to. How did I split that so badly? So I had this test done in like 2013. I feel like it was still newer. Either that, or honestly I might have forgotten, because it is over a decade ago. So he might have said that, but I also feel like, you know, technology has changed as well in that amount of time. Only going by what you're genetically likely to react to. Yeah, there's a lot more factors than just genetics at play. Mm-hmm. But Sandra, I would maybe look into, I know this might be silly, I have found a lot of different, like, support groups on Reddit. Maybe look into seeing if there is one for lupus and asking people if they have ever used that, the, like, specific kit that you're looking at getting as, like you said, kind of like a jumping off, starting off point. Because I don't think that there's anything wrong with doing stuff like that on your own to use as a jumping off point. Like, it's what I used, you know, the armband that I wore. I'm wearing it right now because I was testing out a different app with it. Besides the point. As a way of, you know, showing doctors, like, hey, look, these medications aren't working. My heart rate is elevated. You know, I'm feeling these different things. And sometimes just having, even if they can't use it as, like, a diagnosis, I always feel like more information is better with chronic illnesses. So, talk about it, discussing what it did and didn't do. Only one I actually trust to give you info. Maybe talk to her, Kit Kat. about the migraines. I wonder, because a lot of the medications work for both anxiety and for migraines, maybe she'd be willing to try something out with you under, like, her, you know, care. They can look at the commonalities, yeah. Oh, she can't give you the referral. God damn it. That's so frustrating. Oh, I hate the healthcare system. I hate it so much. So much. Okay. It's stretch break time. Everyone go scream into the void, okay? Just, you know, take a deep breath, grab a pillow, and just, you know, we'll play some words. I'll be right back. Thank you. Thank you for sitting through it. Yeah, everyone just, you know, normally I say take a stretch. Everyone take a scream, okay? I'll be right back. Y'all, I'm cracking up. Thank you, by the way, for sitting through ads. I don't know who's calling me. Hold on. Hello?
I found my people.
James. Yeah, I knew once I heard who it was, I was like, I don't need to turn captions off. Thank you, by the way, for that follow. Welcome in officially, Loomsy Crafts. I appreciate it. Oh, so I got a packet of these Nerds Chewy things out of the Halloween candy. And I opened it up. I hope you weren't looking for variety. I ate 2 of them. And then I, like, looked and I was like, oh, 2 purple. The whole bag is purple. They are Nerds Big Chewy candy. It's not, it doesn't taste like, they're not like typical Nerds. They are kind of like, hold on. They have like a crunchy candy shell. And then like a gummy inside. It's almost, it makes me think more of Sweet Tarts than Nerds. But like chewy. They're not bad.
I'm an arts and crafts master.
But
why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm?
They're not my favorite. They're not.
Came to say hi, not forgotten you all.
Hi, Hammy. Thank you for the 5-month resub with your Prime. I'm so sorry that you've been feeling so crummy. Let me know what color you would like for your paper star. Yeah, don't go into it thinking it's Nerds. Like, it says that they're Nerds. Like, it's Nerds brand. But it's not going to taste like a Nerd. They're not bad. They're just not... It came in a variety pack I got after Halloween for, like, 75% off. It came with Nerds gummies. I'm sorry, Nerds... yeah, the Nerds gummy clusters. These big chewy ones, and then the little boxes of Nerds, too. So... You know, it's fine. Well, hi. Are you coming to say hello? Hi, gorgeous. Come here. Hi. What you doing? Hi, sweet girl. Come here. Ugh. Look at this. Look at this, baby. Look at this long girl. Hi. I wonder how long she is. No. You's a dangly baby? Look at this baby. Like, she is touching my legs. You're so good. You're so sweet. You're so... I love you so much. And you were so scared. And you didn't like people. And I'm so glad you trusted me. And that now you're our baby. Yeah? I am. You like to sit? You can sit. You're just a baby. You're just a baby. You need to get brushed again? Always, right? Let's see. Can we slowly move a little? Oh, what's this? Don't know, don't care, pet me. James? Oh, Jamathan. Hey, yo, Jim. He's not listening anymore. Fine, I guess I don't have to tell him that the comic book store just called me to tell me that his next edition of the comic's in. I guess I don't have to go pick it up. He'll never know. He'll never know. I gotta make Hammy their paper star. You wanna help? Oh, what do you think? What do you think? I love that you've been coming in here more. Well, he put a pre-order in on these specific comics. So like he paid ahead of time and they set one aside kind of thing. It's almost like when you pre-order video games. So. Oh, you are here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, I saw like the name on my phone and I'm like, I don't recognize this, but Pippin, let's see how long you are. Because it was like all the way to my lap. Like 29, 30 inches. That's a big girl. Because if I go... Oh, you're trying to lie down. I know. That's why it's hard for her to lie down on my lap. She's just a tall cat. You've got a lot of... a body to try and fit, huh? What if I, very carefully, try and pull this out, huh? You're gonna run. Yeah? You're gonna run? Boop. You're okay. I got you. I got you. I got you. Hey, you're okay. Whoop. There you go. You're alright. You're alright. You can leave if you want, but look. Look. Wait, can you just see? For just a second? Oh, okay. Too many noises and moving parts. I'm leaving. Screw this. I'm out. Fair enough. She was very brave. She's like in the doorway. Come back. You can do it now. I believe in you. I don't have to move anymore. I just need to get you back up on my lap. Oh, I'm sorry, Hammy. That's always so hard. But what a good long life that baby had with you. That's wonderful. Doesn't make it any easier, but how lucky to have been loved for so long, you know? Here's your purple star. Thank you again for your resub. You are now in the jar. Okay. Sorry. See, I was folding out this little leg thing. Nope, you can't see. See, I have like this leg rest that I can then sit cross-legged, and then it like folds and it disappears under my seat so that I can sit normal. And I was trying to pull that out because then it gives the cats more square footage to lie down. But she left, so I put it away so that I can fit under my hoop better. Like, I would sit awkwardly if it meant that the kitties were happy, you know? Yay, in the jar! Oh, how come, Kit Kat? James was an iPhone guy. Very heavily. And then one day he decided to get an Android, and now... yeah. I've tried to go to Android because a lot of times they have better cameras. But then I end up like hating all the other things. Hey James, are you still listening? I got a crick in my neck that needs to pop. Stop supporting mine for security updates. Ooh. Yeah. At the crossroads. An iPad, a Mac Studio. Yeah. It is nice for cross connection. It is very nice. That's definitely part of it. Up until I got this computer, I was streaming from a Mac. That Mac, like, it still works. It still loads up. I can still do very basic stuff, but it would actually catch on fire if I tried to stream from it. It just does not have that ability. I found... so, evidently the heater that we had for the breezeway isn't on Amazon anymore, which is always a little scary. However, I did find another one that's on sale right now for $33. I didn't know if you wanted me to pick up something for your office. It's like the same exact sort of style where like it has like a like a temperature gauge thing and turns on and off. And has like, you know, the safety stuff and what have you. Because I know it gets cold in there for you in the winter. But like, it's got... You have that heater? Does it work? It's fantastic. Heck yes. We have a similar one in the breezeway for Pippin, and it heats the room out there perfectly. Well, it's definitely not for a whole house. It's for a room. Or like a space, if you will. For instance, I don't know why. Like, I have no earthly idea. James's office is an ice. It's like an ice room. It is so cold. It's like a walk-in freezer in the winter. And I don't know why, because the heat goes in there. I don't know if, like, the walls aren't as well insulated. But especially because, like, we leave the doors closed at times when, like, Patch is in there, or overnight, James doesn't want the cats in there, even though the cats are allowed anywhere they want in my office. So the door's closed a lot, so it gets cold in there. So, small enough room with all the doors, windows shut, it does a good job, yeah. A little one kind of like that. They use it to warm their feet in the morning in the kitchen. I love that. Yeah, growing up, we had a sunroom. That was like, you know, just a room with like all windows. And like no insulation. And it would get cold in that room. Because there was no heat run to it. And so we had like a little space heater for when we wanted to sit out there in the winter. I know the wall on the side of the house is basically plaster and then brick. I think that we've talked about this before, that there's like no real way to like add insulation to that without like tearing the walls out. Is that correct? Going to warm while waiting for the central heating to kick in, yeah. Oops. Oh my gosh, I untangled this black thread and it... I also found, the litter genie thing that we got for the cat litter boxes. They're on sale right now, too. Like, the refills. I'm gonna freaking lose my mind. There's nothing even there. Love litter genies, yeah. Been a game changer. Lots fewer bags everywhere, that's for sure. Of that heater that's Wi-Fi enabled, so you can connect it to an app on your phone. Oh. Yeah, the one that we have in the breezeway is like that. But again, the one that we have in the breezeway is no longer on Amazon. It's just gone. Like, the brand is still there, and they sell other things, but not the heater. Which is a bit of a conundrum. I wonder... Beer trips outside. Yep. And it does a good job of, like, containing the smell. Which sounds wild, but, like... Cat poop can be really, like... It can be a lot. I see why they modeled it like the diaper genie, yeah. Got that black fuzzy out. Because before I was using like dog waste bags, like for when you take your dog on a walk. And I'm like, I'm using so many of these bags every day. And I'm like, this is, you know, cost-wise was whatever. I'm like, but I'm killing the environment with all of these plastic bags. Every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, that face, zero thoughts. Yes. Zero thoughts, but good baby delivering their messages. Artie, honey. It's time for the 5:30 bowl lick. No, I'm actually not doing the middle. So the middle is technically all gray to look like a Tamagotchi, right? Like they're black and white, so it's supposed to be black and gray. But I like the fact that like you can see the purple and like the dyed fabric come through. So I'm actually gonna leave it like that. So I do just have this bottom bit to do. But yes, the pattern is written to include that bit. The brain is right, yes. Congratulations. I hate when I split the fabric like that. There we go. Hello, my hungry girl. I'm proud of you. You've been doing good the last few days with your lower meds. Yeah, me too. That was a real long period of time of her not feeling well. We unfortunately have a lot of vet bills now to pay for it. We have a GoFundMe set up for Peeps. But I'm just glad that I didn't say anything here, but James and I were both kind of worried. Like, she was losing weight. Like, she felt and was looking so sickly. And I was like, I don't want to say goodbye to her. Like, I love her so much. She's sitting right here. Yeah, you. I do. I love you very much, even if you climb all over my stuff. And I was so afraid that they were going to be like, you want to come here? Patch, no. I know that you can hear me through the computer, so I'm not muting. Go lie down. Crap, how's Mom doing that? I hear her out there and in here. He's like, okay, Mom, yeah. Anyone have any weekend plans? Also, I'm not 100% sure on this yet, but maybe a Sunday stream if I'm feeling up for it. Because I have Animal Crossing villagers to hunt for. So maybe... Because tomorrow my parents and brothers are coming. But maybe Sunday? If people would want that. We could play villager hunt bingo. Cause like most of my weekend chores are getting done today in one very condensed. Oh no. Instead of like spreading it out because I've got company coming tomorrow. So. Oh, that's fun. Oh, James is on his way. I don't like seafood. You're always down for Megan's stream? Okay. So if I stream on Sunday, at least some of you will be here? We haven't done a bingo, an Animal Crossing villager hunt in years now. So... I will be here for my first Animal Crossing bingo. Heck yes. I do not like seafood. Or the smell of it. I'll eat like salmon. I'll eat crab. But I don't want to like have to shell the crab. You can always turn on either Twitch notifications, or we do have like Discord notifications that I share as well. And I only tag when it's stream time, because I know getting lots of pings can be annoying, but Megan, same. I won't eat salmon or crab even. Oh, really? The place that we went for your birthday was pretty good. As far as, like, smell, I guess, was concerned. I don't know how good the seafood was. You guys seem to like it. My chicken nugget, my chicken tender basket was fine. My chicken tendies. Oh my gosh. Thread, please stop coming unthreaded. I don't hate seafood, but if I have to work for my food, nah. Gotta be deshelled. It's like pistachios, too. Pistachios are so tiny. You gotta, like, crack a bunch of them to get, like, a decent amount. Because it's good that you don't mind working for it. See, I have a problem with, like... I understand where meat comes from. I don't wish to actively be reminded where meat comes from while I'm eating it. If there are bones in it, don't like it. If I have to, like, literally crack it, nope. Don't want that. Can't do it. I don't even like crunching or stepping on crunchy bugs. You know, like, No thanks. Don't feel like ripping some animal's body apart. No chicken wings. Nope. Gross. Patch. Patch. Buddy, enough. Like chicken nuggets, burgers, etc. Yeah. No, I get that. Isn't enough meat on wings for the effort? Yeah. Hell, even ribs. First of all, I eat ribs with a fork and knife. I'm not putting an animal's rib cage in my mouth. No thanks. Why are there so many textures? Thank you. I am right there with you. Why you went vegan? I have hardly had any meat since James has left. I made pork chops. I've had chicken nuggets, and that's it. Yeah. No, that's fair. I don't blame you at all for that. That's what she said, James. Not my husband going, I'm a meat eater. Oh. Is that what you're doing while you're gone? You've sent me plenty of pictures of all the... Nope, never mind. What happens in the barracks? 100% carnivore diets do it. Yeah. Like, you do you, but yeah, no. Now, see, I like cheese way too much to ever be vegan. But I could be a vegetarian. See, I guess I don't have a problem with, like, cheese or eggs because it's, well, I guess that becomes a whole other different, topic of conversation. Because obviously cows and how all of that, that's not really ethical. There's like, you know, technically animal doesn't have to die in order to get milk and eggs. But technically cows don't just naturally produce milk unless there's a baby. And then that becomes a whole other can of worms. I like beef. It's, I smell like beef, you uncultured swine. Get your memes correct. I smell like beef. I got you in the end, yeah. Now I get that too. It's nice that our neighbors have chickens that we can get actual farm fresh, like ethically raised chickens and eggs and all of that. But I get it. I'm not a big egg person either. I typically only use eggs in like cooking. Like I don't eat eggs separate. Texture thing. But yeah, I would only miss eggs in like baking. welcome back. Wow, you were in outer space? That's pretty cool. I don't know that I would have come back to this planet, but... You do you. Not sure anymore. A farmer in the UK who made cheese from cows who are still nursing the babies. It was the extra milk, so it was great. Not sure if they are still around. I hope so. Yeah. I feel it's hard because I feel like there are ethical ways of doing things, but unfortunately, no one's going to. You know? And that's frustrating. Not unless, like, you're literally buying local and, like, small, where you can know for sure. Martians are super toxic. More toxic than humans? Yikes. Oh, I forget, you're not an American human, so you've got the Irwins. Yeah, you definitely have it way better. Ah! I was so happy for Robert. Toxic like radioactive or toxic like social media? They are. They're so... Oh. Gosh. I just love them. The whole family just radiates goodness. High school animal rights versus animal welfare. Learning about it in your animal science class. Yeah. Yep. No, it's easy also, Emily, to definitely get overwhelmed. The world is overwhelming. Let's just leave it at that. And sometimes it's like the more... It's great having access to knowledge. It's great being able to learn and grow as humans. But at the same time, it's also like, some things I don't want to know. Some things are just, they're more upsetting to be known. Because I can't do anything about them. Because, like, it's different if there's, you know, injustice or something that you can do something about or that you can speak up about, but I feel like so much in the world we, like, I don't know. I mean, but I also look at how all of the boycotting that was done, you know, with certain companies like Target, like, it actually really made a difference, like... You know, they still haven't changed policies, but their numbers have been affected. And it's like, okay, you know, maybe if enough of us work together, we can, I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was just saying about him being on Dancing with the Stars. I don't watch the show, but I follow him on Instagram, so I got to see all of his dances. Learning is great if we grow and be better, not just aim for more monies. Absolutely. my gosh, this keeps on nodding, you little bitch. Honestly, the buttons kind of have helped make me feel like I got more done. Young woman who rescued some chickens. Also got arrested and charged. What? Well, okay. How did she rescue the chickens? Where did she rescue them from? Was she stealing chickens? Because stealing... You can't steal. And it sucks because if they were being mistreated, there are channels to go through to get them rescued, but you can't just be like, they're being mistreated, so I'm going to steal them, because then all of us can just be like, well, I saw this animal that's someone else's, and I think that they're not taking care of it, so I took it. Okay, but see, then it's hard. It's hard because morally she was right in helping them. But unfortunately, you don't get to be the judge. Like, you need to go through proper channels to, you know, like, and the bottom line is you might not save the ones that were extremely sick, but maybe in the future you can prevent others from getting really sick, you know? Like, it's one of those situations where you can't steal live animals because of any reason. Damaged property on purpose and stole product? See, that's even worse. Because then she wasn't just going in there for the animals in order to... Because I feel like if she had just gone in after the animals, then they probably would not have pressed charges because she could have pressed back about the ill treatment of them. But if you're damaging property and stealing other things, then you're, you know, that's criminal behavior versus just trying to... Heart's in the right place. Heart's in the right place, absolutely. But you gotta... Because now the other thing too, right, is... I don't know what's happened to those 3 chickens, but like... That company might not... If someone were to try and... I don't know, press charges about animal cruelty that they are, like, that the animals are enduring while there. They, like, people become less credible because one person acted, like, out of pocket and, you know, tried to take matters into their own hands versus if they built a case. It sucks because... It sucks because... It's like a long-term case thing, which means that you're going to, like, ugh, it sucks. It sucks that people don't care about animals, whether or not they are pets or are meant for food. Like, animals deserve respect regardless of where, like, what they're brought into the planet for. Like... Wouldn't let them show proof of how bad they can... Well... Kept complaining about being charged and how wrong it is, but honestly, its consequences... Yeah. Yeah. She tried to use those chickens as evidence against the company. They would be inadmissible in court. Yep. Heck, even breaking in and taking photos of the facility would be inadmissible because you were breaking and entering. Okay, I have to get rid of this song on this Spotify playlist. Because all that I hear is all my life has been a series of doors in my face. And then suddenly I bumped into you. That's all that I hear anytime that song plays. And it's funny because this playlist is pretty long. And it's on shuffle. I do. Because it's repetitive, Emily. It doesn't do the rest of the song. So yes, I do. It's like when you have a part of the song stuck in your head and you can't get it out. It's a tease. It is. When I get a court, yeah. For real, though. It's terrible what some places do. Yeah. The United States have a lot of laws for welfare of livestock. Not that it's always followed. They can get, in fact, shut down for not going along with guidelines. Yeah. Yeah. Hi. You're the right cat. Okay. I didn't check to make sure that the right cat was eating. If you were in here yesterday, I had to, like, run. Because Artie was trying to eat Pippin's food and Pippin was eating Artie's. And I was like, no! Like, it wouldn't be a problem except that Artie's on a specialized diet because of her tummy troubles. They used to all get the same food, so it used to not be like a... But whatever. I have to order Artie's food. Chewy actually has an insanely good coupon on her prescription food for like a first auto ship. Half off. Me when I hear any of the free songs Doc uses, right? The Planet Zoo, yes. We had, the last time I checked, like a 1% chance of snow. It's cold. We had a lot of rain and there was some that collected and that water that had pooled did freeze. So it is cold. It's just not quite there yet. Are you getting snow right now? Ooh. Hear your swinger problems away music and other YouTube videos. Yes. My thread is not cooperating. Not cooperating. Thank you. A layer of snow on the ground with ice. Ooh. I watch uses Doc's old intro music whenever they do speed Lego builds. You are gonna get snow too? Let's see. I mean, it's gonna be cold enough tonight. I just don't know that we're gonna get rain. Or, like, precipitation, I guess I should say. Yeah, that's our issue. It'll be cold enough, but we got, like, we got 1%. Hey, Artie, you're not being a menace, are you? No. Okay. I will say, you know, I'm proud of how good... Because if this was Maple, he'd be barging his way in. But Artie leaves Pippin alone while she eats. And Pippin leaves Artie alone more or less. She likes to just hover nearby. And be like, hey, if you're done with that, I'll take care of it for you. I want to finish this row before we wrap up. We did get a good amount done today. I don't know that we finish it next time, but we got this section and 1, 2, 3, 4 big long rows done. And then some of these shorter rows too. I'll take it. How well the girls get along? Yeah. Like, my favorite is the squeeze treats. Let me see. Do I have a video handy? This is satisfying. Oh, good. I'm glad. Hi, Pippin. Did you have your dinner? Yeah, like... Hi! How was your dinner? Like, I freaking love them. Look at them. Now kiss. Hi. What you doing? Did you have your dinner? It was so good. Yeah? Hi. I got this floofy tail. Yes, that's Maple. Maple will not share. Maple, Artie is this, she will like, she's like, no, it's all mine. And Pippin's like, I would just like a lick. And Artie's like, mine. But Maple would fight them. And be like, no, it's mine. You know? He would not allow, he would not share like that. They're not real sisters, they can kiss. What if they're roommates? You know? What if they were roommates? What? History will call them roommates, chat. Pippin, are you married? Is Artie your wife? She left. She's like, I'm gonna check her food bowl. I'm not answering that question. Oh my god, they were roommates. There's the answer. Alright. There's our last stitch for the day, because I am going to go and eat. And then finish cleaning. I'm gonna wash the couch cover because it's covered in animal fur, so, you know, just doing things around the house for tomorrow. But I think I will see you all on Sunday. I'm going to say Sunday for Animal Crossing Villager Hunt. Now, the extra fun thing about the Villager Hunt is that I'm going to be hunting on Thanksgiving in-game. Because that's the day that my character, that's the day that the house became empty. So it's going to be forever Thanksgiving on my Switch until I get a new villager. So we'll get to see all of them in their cute little Thanksgiving attire. Yes, thank you all so much for being here and hanging out. I hope that you all have a wonderful rest of your time zone wherever you're at. If you would like to join our Discord, thank you, Loomsy. It was nice to meet you today. For any new friends, I am usually here Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern. It's 6:15 right now. But I think, like I said, that I might have a cheeky extra Sunday stream, provided that I don't end up overdoing it tomorrow with family. So provided that vertigo doesn't creep up. He still cried, but it wasn't as bad. So I'm going to keep doing that. I'm going to have his little soundscape on. I'm going to play stream. And he also, I was saying, not that this is one of those things like, don't give your kids medication because you need them to be like well behaved. Like, you know, some people are like, oh yeah, my kids are nightmares, so I give them like Benadryl or whatever because it calms them. No. No. But he has been taking allergy meds for a long time due to him chewing his feet. And we're switching. We're going from Zyrtec to Benadryl. And he is on less allergy meds right now. So I'm almost wondering if he just feels less tired. Like, you know how sometimes allergy meds can make you a little sleepy? And because of that, he's just like, why am I alone? Why am I alone? Like, I don't want to be alone. Why? Like, you know what I mean? And it's not even that, you know, we're giving it to him for any reason other than to keep him from biting his freaking feet. But I almost just wonder if it's just enough for him to be, like, a little bit more on edge. Yep. People will do that. Like, listen, it's one thing if you're giving your kid Tylenol because they have a fever and they won't sleep and the Tylenol will help the fever so they sleep. That's different. But giving your kid Tylenol because they won't sleep is a problem. That's a no. People suck, yeah. For real. Dunk your finger in brandy, let the baby suck on it. Well, again, there's a difference between... I'm just talking about people who are, like, annoyed that their kids are being kids. And they're, like... like, they almost, like, drug them. Because they're like, no, you're too high-strung or whatever. And, yeah. I was talking about Patch and his feet biting and his all of that, and how maybe he's also a little bit extra antsy right now because he might be a little less sleepy. Get their kids on ADHD meds because they're energetic children. Yeah. Like, I don't want Patch on meds because he's energetic. He is energetic. I want him on meds because he wants to fight everyone. He needs to be on meds because he looks at... You guys hear him when, like, a dog walks by or the Amazon truck pulls up. He's like, you want to fight? Like, I need that. Way lower. And valid allergies. Poor thing. Not to be gross, but his toes are crusty. Okay, on that note. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope that you have a wonderful Saturday. I am sure that I will be posting some stuff tomorrow. And I will let you know about Sunday stream in Discord. So definitely join if you're not there. And I will see you all, I hope on Sunday. Let's go say hi to 9.5. We love 9. They are... Oh, they're raising money for St. Jude. We're going to be raising money for St. Jude pretty soon. So let's go say hi. Copy those raid messages, and I will see you all. I'm going to say I'll see you all on Sunday. Okay? I was trying to speak it into existence. I'll see you on Sunday. Have a great day. Have a great night. Have a good time zone. Eat some tasty food. Drink some water. Take your meds. And be kind to yourself and other people. Okay? I love you all. See you on Sunday. Goodbye.